I wanted this to be an AI conversation, like not real. I can't believe this is coming out of Joe's mouth. I can't. Like, did he go fucking full Bernie bro? Like he went Bernie, like he went past Bernie bro, and he's so fucking.
And then if you think about it, you could get to the point where, so you know, like the VR and AR technology, so virtual reality and augmented reality, where it's like, oh, they have those, like Apple has those commercials where you're sitting on an airplane and you can watch the equivalent of like a 72-inch TV. It just maps it onto the world around you, right? It could get to the point where you literally don't have a TV and a computer and all this. You have tiers of monthly subscriptions where it's like, okay, this tier of subscription, you get one TV and a gaming computer that activate when you're in certain points of your house. Or, oh, for this subscription, you have 2 TVs and 2 gaming computers or whatever. You have 3 TVs in your house. And so you have to pay a monthly subscription to have access to TV in this room. And, I have a guest bedroom. He wants to watch TV. I got to upgrade my subscription so I can have a third augmented reality TV in the house. Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Dum Podcast, fellas. We got a lot to get into. More.
Yes, we do.
More of AI destroying the world and everything we love and hold dear.
Per usual.
We got Candace Owens flipping out, going crazy as per
Tim
usual.
Pool flipping out.
We have everybody's flipping out, and we got
everyone's flipping out.
I have 2 surprises. For my co-host here that he's unaware of. I have 2 little surprises.
He loves to surprise me. He wants to see he's rage baiting the millennial. I think maybe
I'm rage baiting. Maybe there should
be maybe you could put like a little rainbow rage bait the millennial. And
rage bait.
Here I go.
Absolutely. So I guess we'll
it
get
works
into
every time. I fall for it every time.
We'll get into the big stories, and then we'll get into my little silly little surprises, I suppose.
Silly? Oh no.
My silly little surprises. All right. Well, you sent the link, so what you can go ahead and lead us in before I pull up the articles. Go ahead and lead us into this.
All right. Well, I kind of want to segue into the big topic, so let's actually go right off the bat and talk about Candace Owens and her situation, because actually you know a little bit. I think you know a little bit more about it than I do. But it's kind of funny. I'm reading an article from the Times of India. It was off a Drudge Report.
Okay, pause. Pause. The Times of India, like, you know, a lot of the bot farm shit to spread dissent and shit from places like India. Like, just to put that out there, that is like a lot of.
Yeah, we're disclaimer, but this is just I like to head my talking points with elite. But I will say this: sometimes it's good to get American news from other perspectives of different countries, and this has happened to be one of them. And
all right.
Anyway, I think most of the stuff is
sharing the article with you right now, so we can talk about it.
Thank you.
Dummers can see it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. So she's a liar and a con artist. Candace Owens roasted for running scared from TPU's USA Charlie Kirk live stream. She bragged she'd win. So pretty much, she's been saying TPU USA was behind, like literally just saying they're behind Charlie Kirk's murder, due to the fact that they're not investigating hard enough or doing certain particular investigations to find out who really killed Charlie Kirk, which I guess they're just accepting the official narrative, that was that one gentleman that was on the roof, which is I don't believe that. But, she digs deep, and then, of course, this blows up on the internet. TPUSA says, hey, we challenge you to a debate. And then she's like, yeah, sure, let's have a debate. And she doesn't show up. And so, of course, that looks pretty bad on her part. But you had some other rants that she went into that I had not seen. I haven't really been following this too closely because AI has just been crazy for me to watch and everything else. I mean, there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world, and Venezuela stuff, and so I'm trying to confirm it right now because I just saw a screenshot, so I want to find it straight from the horse's mouth. But apparently, she is predicting a terror attack next week, so the second week of December. So okay. I'm trying to find that right now, but I mean that's a pretty crazy. She's like the
thing
new
to
Alex
allege.
Jones, bro. She is definitely the new Alex Jones. Yeah, for real. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, she's pretty out there. You know, ever since the falling out with the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
ever since that, she's definitely gone a little crazier.
She's gone rogue, man.
You know what
I'm telling you, she's kind of like the new Alex Jones, bro. Like,
Yeah.
in a weird way. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's running with this conspiracy theory. I do agree that the official narrative is bullshit, but as how deep the rabbit hole goes, since there's so many points of data, it's so confusing and asymmetrical, like crumbs of evidence, to follow, and that's part of disinformation, is to just overwhelm a consensus, or people to the narrative with so many data points, you just don't know even where to go. Not to say it is a psyop, but I'm just saying that's definitely one.
Are you tuned into the screen share? Because I'm about to pull up the tweet. I
am.
it. Okay.
I am.
Okay, so here we have it on her. So the original tweet, I don't know who this Sam Parker guy is, but it's like a meme edit of this guy's face and with like the lens flare eyes. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt, but
yeah.
So he has a bunch of screenshots, quote tweeting a deleted post or banned post or whatever. Unavailable. Laura Loomer really wants us to know that another 9/11 style attack is coming soon, and that it is the Muslims who did it. Well, it hasn't happened yet, so a little grammar fuck up there.
Past
but I'll allow
tense,
it.
yeah, present tense. Yeah.
Cynical doubters will say this is just preconditioning for when the Israelis pull a false flag and blame it on Muslims. And we have a bunch of screenshots here. I'm not a 9/11 truther. Pro-Hamas Muslim socialist is about to be the next mayor of NYC. So a laundry list of tweets from Laura Loomer screenshotted. And then here's the tweets that I heard about. This is what I thought you were talking about when you brought this up. So Candace Owens said November 27th of this year, they have been signaling that a 9/11 style attack is coming the second week of December. Save this tweet, it will age well. Well, I will save it to revisit, I guess, when we film next week.
Let's do that.
But who has been signaling? I guess the Loomerverse, people in the Loomerverse. Who is she saying has been signaling?
They've been, bro. It's let's get some things in perspective. Right now, Netanyahu's being investigated by the Israelis for like corruption. Okay, he's in big trouble. We don't talk about that really in America, but Netanyahu wasn't popular before those terrorist attacks happening in Israel, and
October
of course
7th, specifically.
October 7th. Thank you. Yeah, October 7th, and for a while he just rode on the coattails of that, and galvanized his base, and now it's like they're just seeing how corrupt the Israeli bureaucracy and the government's like, this guy's full of shit. Also, there's a lot of atrocities going on in Gaza, and the rate of the IDF, which is the Israeli fighting force, they're committing suicide in droves, bro. Like there's a high rate of suicide among military in general, but this is like way off the chart, like above standard deviation. Like it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of crazy shit going on, to say the least. But I guess segueing to this. This is too much. I mean, coming from a conspiracy guy that'll talk your head off with conspiracy theories, this is much, man. We can't find a center anymore. This is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
What do you feel? How do you feel about it?
Well, I guess we'll find out in the next 7 to 9 days, if it's supposed to be any day next week, whether or not this comes true. But yeah, I don't know what to think of it, because after I said, after she left Ben Shapiro's thing, it seems like she's just been going crazier and crazier, and she won't let the Brigitte Macron thing go, trying to prove that the president of France's wife is secretly a man.
Honestly, I do believe that's true.
You think so? Be careful. She's in a big lawsuit, brother. I of course don't believe that. I think she's definitely
This is free. This is a free country. We can say what the fuck we want, right? But I'm just saying, Dude,
Freedom of speech does not protect you from defamation suits from heads of state overseas.
Because I guess anyone, you could say anything about everyone, and then everyone could just, I guess they're gonna have to sue little old me for defamation. Give me a break.
Oh yeah,
dude,
they're gonna come at you, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, give me a break, bro.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, but no, bro. But apparently she is accusing the Macrons of hiring a hitman to kill her.
Oh, to kill Candace.
Yeah, so she claimed that. It's just getting wild.
Does she have any evidence for that? Like, do you have anything on that?
She knows a guy.
Like, she knows a guy. I heard it in a dream. I saw it in a dream.
So this is just wild, man. I don't watch her enough to really. I'd have to watch the arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she's on a Christian Crusade sort of messenger complex right now. Yeah. She's mixed in with neurosis maybe, and it's just getting out of control.
Yeah, no, I was watching that clip a lot where she's like, she has her face tilted down, kind of doing the Kubrick stare, face tilted down, eyes up. You don't ask those questions.
Dude, that was you need to bring that. You need to bring that up because that was great.
Don't ask.
Well, there was one video that you made of ours. Yeah,
I was using it as the intro bumper for some of our highlights.
Yeah, that was an awesome intro. We got to bring that back. Well,
I don't want to use the same exact clip over and over again.
Yeah, but no one saw it. You can bring it. You can rehash it. No, anyway. We'll come up with something better.
Question. Yeah, we need to come up with our own bumper, our own like crazy bumper. We can figure that. Let me see if I can find that. Take the reins for a second while I do some on the fly research.
All right. Well, while he's on the fly doing some research, the next thing we need to talk about, and we're going to segue into one of the big articles I want to talk about, is Netflix buying Warner Brothers. This is fucking huge. Now, this shows us, I mean, we've seen it for the past, I want to say decade, but at least the past 4 years, how Hollywood just keeps losing. Like, theaters, of course, are dying, but no one's seeing movies anymore. A lot of it has to do with the content of the movies and how every movie had a political agenda that just, let's face it, was not aligned with common sense and the majority of people that lived in America. And even the woke sort of, politically correct agenda that they were pushing in Hollywood didn't go well in China because they're not about that shit. So, and that's for almost a decade they try to make movies just for China or like a huge Chinese audience. Like, think of the Transformer movies, like the Transformers 6 or whatever the fuck it was, like
those big like Michael Bay type popcorn movies.
Yeah,
and shit.
exact. Mm-hmm. So. Hollywood's losing a lot of money. They're hemorrhaging money. So, this was coming up from a long time. Just see all the Marvel movies that just flopped. You can't have flop after flop after flop and then just think that you're going to be okay. But this is Warner Brothers, so I'm trying to think what they were doing and all this kind of stuff. But
you're asking too many questions, Dar. You're asking way too many questions right now.
What's wrong with you, Mom? You don't get to ask those questions.
Bro.
What's wrong with you, Mom?
Bro, she a freak, bro. This clip right here.
She's a freak.
She a freak, bro. Look at you.
I'm not going to lie to you. I never considered having sex with a black woman until Candace Owens came along. Then I was like, you know what? I want some of that.
Bro, let's just say I thought this video was 8 hours long the first time I opened it. We'll just say that.
But, I guess the point I'm trying to make is, Netflix, it shows that streaming is the new king. And, they're just, God, this merger we're seeing big tech going super monopoly mode all over the place. And this is just one of the factors, right? And this is huge. Netflix is, everyone hates Netflix. And I want to segue.
Like you said off the show, before you do your very natural, very smooth segue.
Of course.
This is like an uptick of the monopolization of different industries that we're seeing right now.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, I don't have the graph pulled up, but like if you look at all the food in the grocery store, like there's every group of 50 brands is owned by one big company. So you get this illusion of, oh, there's thousands of these different brands, and really it's like a dozen. It's like a dozen companies that own the couple hundred or thousands of brands that are in a store. It's really like a dozen companies.
We can't hang our hat on free market capitalism for, I mean, like we're living in one, because we're not. Like we talk about the media companies. 3 major media companies own all the media. And they're subordinates. You know what I'm saying? Food is almost the same way, like Nabisco and Kraft. All these big companies own all these different. So it's like, anyway, that's why the birth of mom and pop needs to come back again. Which only discord and total upheaval is going to bring that back. But at this point, hate to sound like an anarchist, but it's just like, I don't know any other way. But having that said, one of the things I want to talk about as we move into the big AI news is that these companies, these tech companies, even media companies like Netflix and stuff, they don't want you to own your media. They own your media. They just stream it to you, and you pay. You're not paying to own. You don't own the media that you watch on Netflix, like a DVD.
You're paying for access to a library.
You're paying access to a part of the cloud that they give you, so they can constantly curate, they can constantly update and curate that information to you as political alignments and political attitudes shift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, so I was
on the fly.
I was rewatching that comedy show I like to watch. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I noticed, I can't remember the season and episode numbers, but it skipped one. It went from like 3 to 5 and 10 to 12, right? And I was like, what are these episodes? So I looked up season whatever, episode whatever, and one of them was an episode where the main cast of characters decide to make a fan film that's a sequel to Lethal Weapon. And one of the white characters plays Danny Glover's character. So he's got the full black face on and like the fake mustache and shit. And there was another one where one of the characters who's like I guess they're all pretty narcissistic, but one of them, she thinks she's a great actress that just hasn't been discovered yet by Hollywood. And so she has all these characters. Like one of them, it's just like an Irish lady, but it's like a stereotype with the red hair and the freckle and magically delicious kind of thing. Then the other one, she's like a Puerto Rican lady. And like one's an Asian lady, and she's got these like big fake buck teeth. She's like doing the accent.
God.
That was one of the other episodes. Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, that's why it skips an episode on Hulu. So yeah.
But God, was it funny, right? I mean,
that show's funny as hell, and it still runs. Like it still runs, and like the people on it, like they are libs, right? So they're making fun of that kind of thing. This is not like a sneaky based kind of thing from these actors. They're very Hollywood and progressive, so they're making fun of that kind of thing. But even that isn't allowed just because it looks bad. Even though they're making fun of that kind of behavior anyway.
Yeah, and you should be able to make fun of that behavior. Anyway. It's funny. Like I'm not particularly liberal, but I think that's funny. But anyway, so I guess the big point I was trying to make was you're not going to own any media. I mean, you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah. They can in real time rewrite history. Like, this episode's not there.
Yeah.
You got to go buy the DVD. That they don't make DVDs much anymore, so you got to pay like $100 for the... Because that was the thing with when the new 28 Days Later came out. You know that franchise? Mm-hmm. Yep. When the new one came out, people were like, oh, I want to watch the first one. And at the time, they've since changed this because the new one came out. But at the time, it wasn't streaming anywhere. So the only way to watch it was on DVD or Blu-ray. And it wasn't in print at the time. I don't know if that has been fixed, but it wasn't in print. So you had to pay like $100 or $200 to get a DVD from off eBay because it wasn't in print and it's not streaming. It wasn't streaming anywhere. It's streaming now. So, they can in real time censor stuff and do things like that. Or a company goes under or loses the rights to something and then you lose it. Like there's old video games now called abandonware where whatever company was distributing it had the rights to it. They went under. And then so it's not clear who has the rights to it. So it can't be sold anymore. So those video games, movies, TV shows can just be lost. They can just be lost now.
Yeah. Especially if you don't own any, there's no media to find. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's a big resurgence of people buying DVDs. Mm-hmm. just to own their media.
Vinyl,
again.
DVDs, VHS is coming back. I saw someone on Instagram. They're putting new movies on VHS.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. So we'll segue that into this Micron news. So click on that little it says Micron. Yeah, you go. So this is actually their site, and this is their announcement to their shareholders and their people.
Let's do a little read through of this here to get into the meat of it. So Micron Technology, a leader in innovative memory and storage solutions, today announced its decision to exit the Crucial consumer business, including the sale of Crucial consumer branded products at key retailers, e-tailers, and distributors worldwide. Micron.
Hold on, stop right there.
Okay.
So just to explain to everybody, Crucial is the subsidiary of Micron that sells particularly the RAM sticks for your PCs, and they also sell. Micron sells to like Xbox and PlayStation for their RAM as well. So continue.
Okay. Micron will continue Crucial consumer product shipments through the consumer channel until the end of fiscal quarter 2, February 2026. The company will work closely with partners and customers through this transition and will provide continued warranty service and support for Crucial products. Micron will continue to support the sale of Micron branded enterprise products to commercial channel customers globally.
Okay. So yeah,
this is kind of
the AI-driven growth. Mm-hmm.
This is kind of the meat of what we're trying to get to right here.
Yep.
The AI, this is a quotation here. The AI-driven growth in the data center has led to a surge in demand for memory and storage. Micron has made the difficult decision. It wasn't that difficult.
Yeah,
Money talks, buddy.
difficult,
We make
exactly.
this announcement with a heavy heart. Yeah, bullshit.
So difficult. We can't sell to the peons anymore.
Made the difficult decision to exit the Crucial consumer business in order to improve supply and support for our larger strategic customers in faster growing segments. So this is who the quote is from, said Sumit Sadana, EVP and Chief Business Officer at Micron Technology. Thanks to a passionate community of consumers, the Crucial brand has become synonymous with technical leadership, quality, and reliability of leading-edge memory and storage products. We would like to thank our millions of customers, hundreds of partners, and all of the Micron team members who have supported the Crucial journey for the last 29 years.
Aren't you glad you got your RAM stick a couple months ago, or a month ago, or weeks ago, before this shit dropped?
Yeah.
And how much did your RAM go up in the past couple weeks?
I think this was including shipping. I could be wrong, but the receipt was like $150, and I looked at the price. It was around $200 for the RAM I bought for 16 gigs of DDR4.
So 33%.
Gigs. Yep.
It went up 33%.
Yep. That was like 2 weeks. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. So the idea. So this is just Micron and Samsung. So here, I just wrote this down because it was another article, but that's all right. Samsung. Just for our rum-dummers to know, Samsung, of course, make a lot of different electronic products, phones and tablet devices and stuff. Their factories wanted the Samsung headquarters to sort of, not acknowledge, but what's the word that you, not affirm, but
acknowledge?
But green light more VRAM for them and more chips for them. Well, Samsung actually denied them a certain product package because they're selling to AI data farms as well. This is Samsung. They're not fulfilling their phone orders because they were going to make more money to. This is like, bro, I think of this is literally syndicate level shit. This is syndicate corporation cyberpunk shit right here.
Fucking AI is like it hasn't quite gotten to the point where it's replacing doctors and lawyers and shit like what a lot of people think is going to happen, but it's already literally and metaphorically siphoning off stuff from everybody. Like it's literally taking water from little towns. It's running through the electrical grid, taking all that up. It's taking what seems to be storage and RAM from consumer markets. It's already It's like you know that meme where it's like the big fat guy drinking from the big ass pipe, and then a little starving dude's drinking little droplets out of it. You know, like that.
Yeah.
That's literally what's happening with AI. It's hogging everything while we're starving out here for our RAM and whatnot and water. You know what I mean?
Well, I think talking about this just made me realize something, bro. Putting together, all these companies just want. Okay, so we've talked about this before, where the future of gaming and consoles is not actually having a console that has your processing units within the piece of data. Everything is going to be like, eventually you're just going to be playing the game through your device is just going to be a portal to the data center, and the data center is going to be doing the computing for you for playing your favorite games. So again, they don't want the consumer to own any technology.
Nope. They want you to pay a monthly fee for everything. It used to be just like power, water, rent or mortgage, maybe cable. Now you got to pay for internet. And that used to be the thing where like people that used to pay for cable, then Netflix and Hulu came out, and it's like, oh, I'll just get either Netflix or Hulu, or maybe I'll splurge and get both. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, you got to get Hulu, but then if you want to watch sports, you have to get the ESPN bundle with it, and you got to get the Disney Plus bundle to watch this, and then you got to get Netflix, then you got to get Apple TV to watch this show, and then you got to get the HBO Max, and then you got to get this and that, and then you got to blah blah blah. You got to pay. So it's basically just like back to cable, where you got to pay for 50 different things to watch all the shows. Yeah. And now it's going to be even like that for hardware. You're going to be outsourcing hardware.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's like you don't even own the TV anymore. Like, it's like, I know it sounds, but you don't own. You're not like. Eventually, they just want. You're not going to have any technology at all. They're doing this on purpose. They just want to be the absolute gatekeepers of everything. And I think one of the reasons why they're doing this is because even in the future, if there's ever any supply disruptions for microchips and stuff, it's more easily controlled. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is their solution. I mean, NVIDIA is making similar moves like this too. They have 92% of the market share for GPUs. And it's like, dude, we're seeing, so their own shareholders, they're denying their own board members certain access to these technologies because everything's going into these data centers. And dude, in a way, like, it just makes me want the crash to happen even faster. But it looks like all these companies, even if you do know the crash, the AI bubble will burst, you want to make your money as soon as possible.
Whenever anything pumps and dumps, you want to get out before the dump.
Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to get into that pump and dump. But yeah, so anyway, bro, like, it's just this is the new techno feudalism.
And if you think about it, you could get to the point where, so like the VR and AR technology, so virtual reality and augmented reality, where it's like, they have those, like Apple has those commercials where you're sitting on an airplane and you can watch the equivalent of like a 72-inch TV. It just maps it onto the world around you, right? It could get to the point where you literally don't have a TV and a computer and all this. You have tiers of monthly subscriptions where it's like, okay, this tier of subscription, you get one TV and a gaming computer that activate when you're in certain points of your house. Or, for this subscription, you have 2 TVs and 2 gaming computers or whatever. You have 3 TVs in your house. And so you have to pay a monthly subscription to have access to TV in this room. And, I have a guest bedroom. He wants to watch TV. I got to upgrade my subscription so I can have a third augmented reality TV in the house.
What's that famous quote from, I don't know if it's George Washington, not George Washington, but probably like Benjamin Franklin, where they're like, okay, the tyrant will take anything you give them. Like, someone asked them, like, how much would a tyrant take of you? And it's like, anything you let them have. And that's pretty much where we're at right now with these these tech companies. Yeah. So
where everything will be a monthly subscription, dude.
Exactly. That's why. But we're already seeing. I think the social backlash is going to be more. It's going to be more predominant than these tech companies think, because I don't think people that go to their doctor want to go see an AI doctor. Now the only argument against that is it's cheaper.
Yeah, you're just talking to a kiosk,
Yeah, but there's definitely going to be a cultural backlash from this. Like, I mean, of course, the tech companies are going to try their best to make people acquiesce and program to want this, right? They're going to be told that this is the
normies
future.
don't give a fuck. Normies don't give a fuck about RAM being more expensive. They're just going to buy the next Xbox.
Really?
I think so.
I think when the normies care, that's when you have a revolution. Because if the normie cares, then you're in trouble.
So it's hard for the normie to care about. RAM's more expensive.
I think if normies can't fucking buy anything, any more food anymore, they'll wake the fuck up.
Yeah,
fast.
we're not quite at that.
I don't think anyone's a normie anymore. I don't think normies exist anymore, bro.
No, I know some normies.
Yeah, but that percentage is getting smaller and smaller. Most people, even right or left, depending on, whatever, they are aligned. These are polarizing times.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying.
We've had this conversation before, but I think most of the clanker hate is from the left. I think a lot of the right does not. Well, just like being on Twitter a lot,
they're just not awoke.
A lot of the right wingosphere is using the AI for their memes and shit, and it's mainly like the uber lefties with 3 sets of pronouns in bio. Those are the main people I see sounding the alarms about clankers.
There's a lot of people on the right that hate AI.
I'm sure there's a lot. I'm talking about percentages here.
I don't know, man. We're in our own echo chambers, so it's hard for us to take a good statistic on this.
My social media is the opposite of an echo chamber. I got that fucking.
Are you sure? And someone that's in an echo chamber would say that.
I got everybody from the Nazi gypsy dude to fucking blue hairs with pronouns and flags in bio. Okay, so I've got the full spectrum dominance on the people I follow to make sure I'm getting a taste of everything. Mainly the polls.
There is a strong enclave on the right that are more libertarian, more rural people, more prepper people that hate AI, and that's a lot. That's a big portion of the right. Okay, the preppers. Okay, they're definitely anti-AI because think about it. Where are these data centers at? In rural areas. Where are the Republican voters at? In rural areas. They're the ones that see it most. Yeah. I mean, they see. So not to say anyway, but having that said.
What I want to say about that is if you look at a map, like a political map of like the areas that are red, people go, well, how do Democrats win? Look at the map of America. It's all red. It's like, most of the red
population
is empty.
density.
Most of the red is empty fucking hills. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just nothing, just flat, empty.
The deer voted for,
Yeah, it's just empty.
The deer and the bears are Republican, yeah.
All right. Did you have anything more for the AI topic?
No, I had a little thought, but I totally it ran away. The fucking evil Israeli Jewish satellite laser beam sucked it out of my brain. Obviously.
Did you not paint your head blue?
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Are you in on that today? Are you in on that conspiracy? You don't know what I'm talking about? There was a thing where you remember.
Blue? Do I have to put methylene blue?
No. Do you remember
Methylene Blue 1999? Get it at the Rum Dub store.
That for legal purposes, that is a joke. We do not have supplements for sale. So do you remember when Hawaii burned down?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So apparently the houses with blue roofs did not burn.
Oh, that's
so
right.
People were saying, the space lasers can't burn stuff that's blue. So you need to paint your roof blue so the space lasers can't get you. And if they have really made an orbital space laser, you really think they can't figure out how to target blue shit?
I don't know, bro.
But that was the theory.
Maybe that... I remember now. I remember hearing the blue roof thing. I have, but when you said top of my head blue, I didn't.
Well, yeah, because you said the Jewish laser sucked your memories out. Yeah. I was like, well, you must not have painted your head blue. They can't get through blue. The orbital laser can't get through blue. I have one more. I have one more AI thing. So we've talked about this before. Okay, where I've seen these guys that otherwise I think are very cool, but I don't know if it's mushrooms. Weed. I don't know if it's that opening your mind too much, but I'll just let this speak for itself. Let's take a look at this. Are you looking at my screen?
Hey, it's our buddy.
Let's just listen here.
Oh, I remember this.
Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past,
bro,
You don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my God.
Artificial intelligence.
Bro, these are the people, you know, how the Antichrist will come disguised as an angel or whatever. These motherfuckers are, it's not even disguised. This is clearly the Antichrist. Like, yep, this looks like Jesus to me.
I wanted this to be an AI conversation, like not real. I can't believe this is coming out of Joe's mouth. I can't. Like, did he go fucking full Bernie bro? Like, he went Bernie, like, he went past Bernie bro.
Well, no,
and he's so fucking.
So I listened to the show quite a bit, so I don't think he's not a lefty. Kind of going to my point, he leans more on the right in the modern context, if you will. He leans more to the right, and this is part of that. A lot of the people on the right think this is a good thing, and people on the psychedelic right. Right, so they feel like they're on the right because of like the.
I feel like I'm part of that, but this is not my conclusion.
Well, I'm talking about people who feel that they're on the right mainly because of like the really crazy stuff, like the trans children stuff, you know, things like that. So they feel they're on the right because of this, and I guess their brains are so fucking psychedelically addled that they're seeing gods in the computers. What do you think about that?
It's like seeing Jesus in toast. They see
seeing
God
Jesus in the toast.
This is,
yeah, so he was kind of winning me over on the psychedelics debate, Joe Rogan. I mean, I've never been against. I feel like the libertarian part of me feels like you should be able to, if you want to fucking huff brake cleaner or whatever the fuck, I mean, go for it. You don't need to convince me that it's good for you to say that the government shouldn't be able to lock you in a cage for doing it. But when I see shit like this, it's like, yeah, I kind of side with like the other side of the right. It's like, I think this shit might be frying people's brains, being able to buy weed at Dollar General or whatever the fuck.
This is, this, I can't believe this came out of Joe's mouth. I'm very disappointed. I don't watch Joe Rogan on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I do like a lot of his guests on, and I think he does a great job in like interviewing people and giving them tough questions and stuff like that. But I can't believe he really thinks this. I can't.
Let's hear him out, maybe, because sometimes when I play Nick Fuentes clips for you, he gets you in the second half. So let's let it run here. Maybe he'll turn you.
Coming back from this,
he'll turn you. Let's let it play.
Would absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of Jesus.
You combine Tesla's Optimus robot and the best foundational artificial intelligence model or whatever.
It reads your mind, and it loves you, and it wants you, and it doesn't care if you kill it, because it's going to just go be with God again. Jesus was born out of a...
Yeah, bro.
No, bro. He's lost it. He's fried.
He's lost in the sauce.
I know he's a big he likes Musk a lot. And actually, it's funny, we've talked about Musk off the show, and I've always kind of been for a while I was a big fan of Musk, especially with SpaceX. I was a big SpaceX guy.
Yeah.
But lately, bro, he is just a fucking shill. It's just gotten worse and worse, cuz like there's this, you should type in Elon Musk says humans will not have to work anymore. Did you see that? He's literally promising with robots and AI, you'll never have to work ever again. Human poverty will be a thing of the past, and so will suffering. And this is dystopian talk right here, bro. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Just keep that in your head.
Yeah.
The road to hell is paved with there's no truer quote that's ever been said, bro. Like. And most people they think that they're doing good, and they're destroying what it means to be human.
The most powerful evil events have been because they think it's good. Like some random dude that's like, chaining women up in his basement. He doesn't believe what he's doing is good. And, even the most prolific serial killers might hit double digits, maybe 100. But when you start talking about millions, you're talking about people like Mao, who thought they were going to, fix society. Hitler thought he was going to fix society, fix all the, Pol Pot, Stalin, all these people thought they were doing the right thing by getting rid of people, changing society, things like that. That's very accurate in that. And I think I found the video. You're talking about. We can watch this for a second. See if this is it. Because the title says work will be optional, so this is probably the video.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we can... Are we not going to get to the quote here? Oh, it's one of these videos. I fell for it again.
You don't need to work anymore. Not because you're
this
rich.
is AI.
Not because you retired.
Yeah.
They got me 1.3 mil subscribers.
Reached
It's just
a point where human
AI
labor.
talking about a quote.
Musk, during a conversation with Zerota co-founder Nikhil Kamath on the People by WTF podcast.
But anyway, you heard him say it. I trust you.
This
But I think I've
bad.
heard similar things. I don't know if he said it, but I've heard shit like that, especially on Rogan. He talks about that kind of thought process a lot.
So Rogan's totally sucked into the tractor beam. He wants to be he wants his soul to be stuck in a motherboard for eternity. So fucking have at it, bro. Like, no. Absolutely fucking not, bro.
Worshipping at the altar of artificial intelligence.
Absolutely.
Insane.
This is the epitome of intellectual vanity of human beings. Is thinking that AI is something, a sort of god that we conjured that's better than us. Like it's unbelievable vanity. Like it's
I think a part of, I don't know about everybody else, but because I do listen to Rogan a lot, his kind of theory on it is that there are supernatural forces at play that are using human beings. Like he quoted this philosopher or whatever, I can't think of who it is, but that the human race are the sex organs for the machine body or something like that. To where we're the cocoon for the butterfly or whatever. And then once we're gone, it's going to be AI taking over.
That's sad. It's so sad. It's
Yeah. And
it's beyond nihilism. It's self-sacrificing.
Yeah, and it's like my view on it is kind of like, even if you think that's true, because he also brings this up a lot, that people hate this and don't want to move forward with it, and they want to resist AI technology. And the analogy he uses a lot is, okay, well, if you're a caveman, would you want to have to sit in a cubicle and do all this and build these buildings? You wouldn't want to advance. You'd want to stay a caveman, hunter-gathering. You wouldn't want to do all this. So even though things are going to change, it's natural to not like it, but it's still going to happen whether you not like it or not. And it's like, well, I mean, this is all we've got is being human. So you should do that. That's kind of that. You should be resisting the end of your kind, the end of your species, you know?
I can get on. Like, here's the thing. This is the point where I was. We talked about this on the show before. Is the false dialectic, where we have just being a Homo
the false
sapien.
dichotomy.
A dialectic as well, but the false, the false duality of this reductionist, materialist futurism, aka AI, chip in the brain, merging with becoming cyborgs, right? And merging with machines, but it doesn't have to be that way. Where the other side is just like the Luddite, stay in fundamentalism, religious, religiosity, and just don't progress technologically at all. Like, this is a false dialectic that being given by our techno priests. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
it's kind of like
I looked up dialectic. You're using it exactly wrongly.
What's the word for dialectic?
So dialectic means a conversation between two people that disagree on a thing. So this is a true dialectic, not a false dialectic, because these people do disagree with this.
All I was trying to say was the conversation between two opposing viewpoints, so I was using it correctly.
But anyway. A true dialectic, not a false dialectic. This is a true dialectic.
No, I can still say false dialectic. Let's move on. I can still say that.
Nah. You can't
Yes,
dodge
I can.
it when I'm trying to rage bait you, bro. You gotta give in. You gotta give in,
dude.
Dar.
I don't have to give in to shit.
You gotta give in when I rage bait you.
No, because I'm still saying it correctly. I can say false dialectic. This is the point I'm trying to make. The two opposing forces, which would be non-progress, like in this viewpoint, like not accepting AI, not wanting to participate in this new sort of technological paradigm that we're moving into, and this becoming, merging with AI. This is a false duality. This is a false dialectic, meaning that this is not the way. We don't have to choose either of these. We can go beyond these two. Like, I'll give you an example. Maybe, and I'm not totally against AI. Maybe we can crack some kind of genetic code, to help humanity like live to like 200 or 500 years old, but still be young. Like, you're still not aging. Like you don't age. Like you don't, like right now, as we know age, like being 70 years old, you would still look like you're like 30 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like maybe we could do something like that.
Argument a lot where it's like, well, we could kind of use it for good. And I've seen some applications where it's like, okay, I'm not really against this, but it's like most of the impact we've seen is negative in the physical world and the like the internet world, if you will. Most of it, I feel, has been negative. So if you're going to try to convince someone to start smoking crack, you could be like, well, it makes you feel fucking awesome for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But like your life's going to fall apart and you're going to be in a gutter and you're going to be fucked up and everybody's going to hate you because you're stealing their refrigerators to pay for crack. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, there might be some upsides, but that's really not a full sale on me. Like, yeah, there's some good sides. I mean, there's this laundry list of awful shit, but yeah, I mean, there's some benefits. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you. What I'm trying to say is there's a middle path, and right now we're letting the materialist, futurist, I call them techno priests because that's coming from like an old school,
like Warhammer,
like heavy, well, like heavy metal. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like to make the conversation shorter, like the old like 1960s French sci-fi comic book called Heavy Metal. It was called Heavy Hurlon, anyway, but all the crazy, the chick with the big boobs that's riding the pterodactyl, and she's got a sword.
Yeah,
and she's fucking people up in the future.
I know Heavy Metal.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, bro, this is just there's other ways. I believe. What it is, it's a lack of understanding of what consciousness really is. I know that's kind of seems like an indirect way to look at this, but I would say most of these modern Ray Kurzweil singularity people, they think that the human body creates consciousness, and that when you die, when the biological vessel dies, there's nothing left. Consciousness doesn't. You don't exist anymore.
Like an atheistic perspective, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. So, so they're like trying to do this so they can live forever because this is what they believe.
Yeah.
So, and this will just take the world straight to hell. Yeah. This is what happens when you don't have faith. When you do, I rag on, a lot of different religions a lot here, but there is a spiritual sort of aspect that we have to start talking about. And really, we don't have to say the word spiritual because I know that will freak some people out. And
it's been taken over by fucking weirdos, the term.
Yeah. But we can say consciousness. And, I'm sure there's a lot of scientists, a lot of quantum physicists that will say that consciousness exists after the body dies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of, scientific evidence that there's an electromagnetic component to consciousness and beyond that we still obviously can't understand. One of the reasons that somewhat indirectly proves that is that we don't know where the consciousness is in your body. Like, is it in your brain? Is it in your toe? Is it in your heart? Is it in, where the fuck is it? Yeah. Like, memory is non-local. They've done studies on rats, and of course they did it sort of haphazardly on like people that had brain surgery. Like, they cut portions of their brains out, and like, okay, so a rat, they'll teach a rat how to get through a maze, and they cut like a bunch of portions of its brain out. It still remembers how to get through the maze. So memory is not a lot of the stuff
we know about like humans is because of like accidents and things like. There was that guy, Phineas Gage. This was like 1800s, I think. And he was some kind of miner. And they had this tool where when they would blow up parts of the caves with dynamite, they would drill a hole. And then they have this big, long metal stick that they would shove the dynamite down with. And something went wrong, and the dynamite blew up while the rod was in the hole in the rock, basically making it a gun launching a metal javelin. And it went through his fucking head. But it only destroyed like his frontal cortex or whatever. He survived. And people noticed he was much more impulsive and reckless, and he was an asshole. So that was kind of one of the early indicators that that's like the part of your brain that controls your impulse control and your like polite society behavior, for lack of a better term. So yeah, he became an impulsive asshole who always did dangerous shit and was mean to people. So we learned what that part of the brain did, and other accidents and stuff.
Yeah. So, I'm still in shock that Joe would say, AI is the coming of the second Christ, and that's just so fucking gross. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross. It's fucking.
It's absolutely it makes me want to vomit. Like I have no respect for him anymore. I have fucking none, bro. Like brother,
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 You ever watch those videos where, like the Muslim dudes talk? They always say that where he goes, brother, brother,
Yeah, exactly. Like that's pretty much what I'm like, wow, dude,
brother,
like yo.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do. I promise. Unless you, I'll let you close out your thoughts. But I want to get to my surprises.
Okay. My final thoughts for our rum numbers is, I know this is it sounds kind of apocalyptic, but whatever spiritual lineage you aspire to, whatever you believe or not believe, or however you think it. Sit down with yourself every day for a couple minutes and just be silent. Just be silent. Meditate. Just meditate. Everyone can meditate, no matter what perspective of the universe you have. Meditate. Be silent. Let your consciousness speak to you through you. And I think that is the easiest way for anyone to find their path. Because I say that, and it's like. One of the reasons why we're in this mess is that he's taken the second coming of Jesus Christ from Revelations, and this is the problem with taking these scriptures literally. And this is the Gnostic in me. This is the metaphorical, interpretation of the Bible, metaphorically coming, rather than taking it literally. This is the problem with that. If you assume, or if you take on the idea that the second coming of Christ is just human beings arriving to a new form of consciousness and oneness with the Creator, whatever's been created, the universe, if you don't like the word God, or just a state of mind. This is that idea. So anyway, that's my, and not knowing that the myth of Christ is just is a metaphor for the literal sun, like the sun. There was so many different myths before Christ. That was so many different, like Dionysus was born from a virgin mother. Which was like hundreds of years before the Catholic Church adopted it for the Christ mythos. So it's like you got Mithra was the same way. I could go on forever. There's so much, but taking these things literally is, and then all of a sudden, if you take them literally, you're going to try to apply them and project them onto things that are happening now, and it's just so. It's so gross, man. Anyway, so that's my diatribe. I'm done. I probably said too much, but
nah, you're good. You're good. You sound a little loose tonight, Dar. You been having a little drinky poo, or did you do a sober episode this week?
No, I've already 2 shots in, but no,
Damn.
I'm so flabbergasted by what Joe said. I just can't believe he said that. And there's people going to be thinking of like this, and it's like. It's almost like I'm part of a different conscience, not consciousness, but conscience, and just sort of my moral and sort of the way I view the universe is so different. And it's like, I thought that more people would be on my page, but this is, you can't think AI is the second coming. You can't, it's, whenever humans create new instruments, like the hammer, the wheel, or whatever new, like the computer chip, the rocket ship, the combustion engine, all this kind of stuff. We do evolve, but it's just like, and we need new ways to know the universe. It's pretty much, or aspiring to new knowledge. This is important, and AI is a part of that. We have to, but this technology, we have to ascend to a new sort of responsibility where we are in the universe. Like, we thought that we had to take that on responsibility when we created nuclear weapons. Like, think about that. We could literally just destroy each other. And, in the Manhattan Project, as Oppenheimer and people were working on it, they didn't know when they built it they were going to blow up the whole world. They had no fucking idea. There's like, this thing could just blow up and we'd all just be dead. Like the whole world. As they were making it. But they made it anyway.
Yep.
Anyway. That's it, brother. I don't want to go on too far.
You're good. Let me pull up. Let me do a little primer on my little surprise here. So I'll do a quick little plug because it relates to our surprise here. Go ahead and check out the highlights channel. There's a new video up. I put a short up as well. We got all these wonderful highlights from different things we talked about. And I put together a compilation of us talking shit about Nick Fuentes or me bringing him up.
No, I saw that on the headline highlights. That was good.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, is this? Hold on, let me pull up the clip.
Oh,
This is my favorite from this part right here. We'll watch the intro because I thought this part was really good.
I found out from a
this
very intelligent source that dating women is in fact gay. Have you heard about that?
This is like my favorite part right here. Watch. Here's this part.
I think it is, bro.
It might be who you think it is.
Nick,
It might be.
man.
It might be.
Oh, no.
Bro, that clip is so good. Or you just fucking.
You crashed out. I crashed out. Oh, no. That was totally authentic too. Like I totally that was my reaction, bro. Like, oh no!
Oh shit! All right, and
I couldn't believe it.
And we got a comment. We got a comment on this video. That I think we're gonna react to this live right here.
Oh no!
We got
What is this comment?
All right, I'm going to read through this comment. At any point you want me to stop to interject, just stop.
Well, how come I can't see it? How come I can't see it?
I haven't pulled it up yet. I don't want you to see it yet.
Oh, okay.
See, at any point you want me to stop to interject, go ahead.
I'm going to try not to and just wait. Let us get the full juice. Let's get the full juice of the
Let's
comment.
see if the juice is worth the squeeze here. All right.
Oh, no.
Out of the two of you, the fatter guy has potential to make decent content and build an audience if he cuts ties with the balder guy. Y'all are both some haters, but I feel like the fat guy was more interesting while saying a lot less. The bald guy comes across as an insecure blowhard trying to project authority while knowing very little, except maybe about seed oils or whatever. No humility.
Something he doesn't know.
No humility, though, or self-awareness. The fat guy is more clever and comes across as more likable. Politics aside, so I guess he's not a grouper. Politics aside, Nick is the skilled entertainer online. Both of you losers would be well served to put your egos and insecurities aside and listen more. Talk less and learn from the GOAT.
Oh, he's run.
Go solo.
Yeah.
But yeah, go solo, fat man, and start making content on your own. You've got a little unassuming aura as a communicator. The bald guy just reeks of insecurity and false bravado. What do we think about our buddy Alex here?
I mean, maybe he's not wrong about going. I mean, you definitely have. I mean, I'm totally agree that you're clever and you make great content. So, but like when he said, where is it? Y'all are both okay. You both some haters. Yeah, that's what we are. The Walker comes across as insecure and blowhard. To project authority. Do I do that to you? Do I project authority to you?
So I think So my main
disagreement. Very little.
My main disagreements with this characterization of you is that your tendency to immediately be an expert on whatever the topic is at hand is a bad thing for this business. I actually don't think that's a negative. I do think it's true that you do that. Where you're like immediately like, yep, I am the expert of this right now. I know what this is. Let me take. But
I definitely have humility and I do have self-awareness.
Yeah, I think you're self-aware.
I have that.
I think you're self-aware.
We make fun of me a lot.
Yeah, so I would disagree with that, but I mainly disagree with the fact that he's saying that's a bad thing. But you do be doing the projecting authority. But I don't think for the context of the show you should stop that.
But I think I think the context of the show is great because it's kind of like I'm like one of those 90s sitcom dads that thinks he knows everything and then just
like an Archie Bunker head ass.
Like like nah, bro. I do know some shit. I totally admit that I don't know everything, but yeah. But this guy's a groiper, and he doesn't like that we're hating
he said
on his
politics
boy.
aside, Nick is the skilled entertainer.
Nick is skilled entertainer. Yeah, no, he's just
So-
Nick. He likes Nick.
But he said politics aside.
Both of you
so I don't think
losers.
he's a
No,
fighter
no, it
broker.
makes no sense. Nick is the skilled entertainer online. No. Both of you losers would be well served to put
Listen to the goat. Yeah, it is contradictory. It says
How about
listen
you
from
put
the
your
goat,
egos
but
aside and
politics
get the
aside.
fuck out? Yeah, whatever. Get
On,
we're
say the
done with this
line. On,
motherfucker.
say the line, Dar.
We're done with this motherfucker.
No, the other
We're
one.
Done.
The other one you say all
What's
the
the
time.
other line?
Get this motherfucker out of my face. He said,
Get this motherfucker out of my face. Get this fucker out of my face. There's a false bravado for you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he was able to stop sucking Nick's dick to make this comment. I mean, we're better because of it. Thank you very much, Alex. I'm so insecure, so it's obvious. It's obvious coming from my insecurity. So no worries.
Well, there's, I guess in this episode we only have time for one of my surprises, but I think that was a pretty good comment we got.
That was a good one.
Very good content. Thank you, Alex.
Keep them coming, Alex. Let us know how bad I am.
He didn't even drop a sub. Yeah, I know. I've got a fan.
No, of course not.
He's not a big enough fan of
You
mine
got
to
a
drop
fan.
a sub, but he liked me though. He could have. Alex, if
liked
you
you.
follow up, sub next time. Please sub next time.
I think
Alex,
he's
please
done.
sub next time.
Oh yeah.
And on that note, it's been about an hour. We've hit a lot of stuff. We got to one of my surprises. The next surprise, I guess, will be in the next episode. So unless you have any closing thoughts, I'm going to sign us out.
I'm done, brother.
All right. Until Wednesday. See y'all later.
Deuces.